Howdy, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time some Dr. News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you on a deep, weird, psychological, and possibly metaphysical level. To the point that, no, you will not get powers like Doctor Strange, but you'll feel strange. Okay, some interesting developments, of course, over the weekend. Turns out that we have some filming photos to take a quick look at. Oh, okay, and there's a reason why for this. So don't worry, trust me. You be here with me. All right, here we go. All right, wham. All right. Okay, this is a photo of Alan Cumming. As you all know, there was a little thing going on, a little hoop-de-daw, where he kind of screwed the pooch, let the cat out of the bag, however you want to term it. It's not good for animals. Now, look at his build. Look at the chin. Look at the nose. Now, this is one of the photo that apparently took place at a night shoot over the weekend. They have it down as March 10th, so I'm assuming this filming took place on the 9th. Where apparently, yeah, but of course, as a friend of mine, my friend Stephen Price says, it's always raining in Wales, so they probably didn't have to simulate it. But I want you to take a good look at that photo for a reason, all right? And the reason being, the reason is you. No, not that. No, all right. This is wham. This has been bouncing around for a couple days. Could this have been Alan Cumming in Gosport a couple weeks ago? I believe this was back on the 21st, I think, if memory serves. I may have it wrong. I'm just going off the fly here. I'm going off the date that I have the calendar of this folder in. So take a good look. Yeah, that this is a possibility that this was Alan Cumming coming to work. Get it on that day. And also, given the build of this person, the lower part of the face, like I said, we can't really get a whole lot of details, but they're obviously wearing a plague doctor mask, that maybe this was Alan Cumming going to work that day. So they, the thing is, it's kind of weird, you would have thought that, like, okay, Alan, they're kind of going out of their way to keep this a secret, Okay, but okay, here we go. Let's hop in. Let's get into the rest of it. Let's hop into the madness we call the Freedom News. Oh. No, that will never be my slogan. All right. Alan Cumming admits he wasn't supposed to reveal his Doctor Who character this early. Whoops, the cat's out of the bag. Now, all right, in a Twitter video, it said, quote, whoops, the cat's out of the bag. I'm in an episode of Doctor Who. I told the Homo Sapiens podcast that I was doing it before Doctor Who told me it was supposed to be a big secret. So that's good. He goes, I'm James the First, so I'm kind of like, kind of dandy, foppy coward who kind of, comes all right in the end, and they said we might come back. Now, this bottom statement was, of course, from the podcast itself. Now, a lot of you folks are thinking, well, are you kidding about? No, what they're probably talking about is King James the First of England and Ireland, who was also known as King James the Sixth of Scotland, who reigned up to about 1625, if memory serves. So that right there puts it right into the right time period for the stuff going on in Little Woodham in the 17th century. Now, we've also had a report, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I'm going to put a spoiler on top of the video. I should have before I've done it anyway, duh. But we've had reports of filming being shown where they're showing witches being drowned. We also have a character of an actress who's been listed on their CV as being in Doctor Who this year as a mud witch. And also we have a character who's shown up in that same shoot at Little Woodham and was also at Monmouth. So kind of wonder what's going on there. And of course, if you want a little bit more about it, Alan Cumming, of course, play a nice baddie on Doctor Who. This is over on the Nerdist. But what I liked about it is they actually give you what I did right here. Here he goes. Oh, yeah, he reigned until his death in 1625. All right, so I got it right. Yeah, okay. So they go into the monarchical history a little bit of King James I and all that. So that way you can get a little background maybe on, this character. And it's the only one that makes sense because the only other King James I was King James I of Scotland. I think that was back in like the 14th century or something like that, or 15th century. So wham, wham, there you go. Alan Cumming has dropped the bomb, a.k.a. let the cat out of the bag, screwed the pooch, whatever you want to call it. But what are you going to do? He's Alan Cumming. He's a Tony Award-winning actor. He's well-known. Come on, just any one of you can probably name about half a dozen movies off the top of your head that he's been in, let alone stage plays and whatnot. So what are they going to do? Fire him? Call Christopher Plummer and reshoot? Oh, no. All right, so Alan Cumming was asked to play the Doctor, but there was one crucial reason. Now, the reason I added this was from June of 2017 when he reports that they did approach him to play the Doctor. Matter of fact, by that lovely Welshman, as he said. So this was RTD. And then he goes, then again by Mark Gatiss in recent years. And he goes, the problem is you'll have to come back to Britain. He said, that's fine. I have a flat in London. But they said it's 8 months in Cardiff every year. And he kind of had a thing against that. Nothing against Cardiff, but you got to remember that would mean he would have to set up a residence there, work 8 months there, and all that. And the nearest place he has to live is the flat in London. So I love this. He then referenced Meatloaf's popular refrain, I'd do anything for Doctor Who, but I won't do that. So a little kick on it. Okay, this is the one that's been driving people crazy. Speculation, might Doctor Who Series 11 be released in one go? Now, here's the thing. There has been no indication that they're going to put out the whole series at once. Also, it would be stupid considering that, Doctor Who's kind of traditional at being in the Saturday night time slot. And also, if the BBC wants money to produce it, that means they need they need ratings, well, actually, they want the advertising from the ratings. I got to remember, they get their money primarily from the license fee. And of course, BBC Worldwide gets, money from, of course, merchandising. But the thing is, though, if you want to get that product out there seen by more people, not just people who are online, you want to get the oldsters and all that who are used to seeing Doctor Who every weekend. You want to get them to the store and buy Doctor Who stuff and all that. So, yeah, you kind of want to keep to the Saturday night thing. But the thing is, I read through this briefly earlier, and a lot of the stuff they're saying, maybe hinting at it, could be taken either way. And it just seems to me like this was just a bit of speculation. And that's basically what they say the article is. It's speculation, folks. Until you get something definite saying, we're moving Doctor Who online and you can binge watch it, unless that statement comes from the BBC, don't buy this crap yet, okay? And I think they're just doing a little friendly speculation, and what happened was it went a little awry. Okay, Dr. Dave Tennant and Billie Piper have a hilariously dark theory about Doctor and Rose's relationship. And I believe this came out of their talk at what was it? I think it was at the Cleveland Wizard World. But they've been doing stuff together and all that. So it's a fairly amusing story. Please go check it out. And on that front, also, David Tennant teases new writers, fresh energies, and an upbeat attitude in Jodie Whittaker's first Doctor Who series. This is kind of his take on what he's heard, because you got to remember, he has worked with the Chib before on Broadchurch as well as other things. So, him and the Chib might be, picking up the phone every now and then saying, hey, what do you think of this? All right, I can do that. And of course, he's worked with Jodie Whittaker, duh. So he might have an inside track. Maybe there's something in here he's talking about that he does know about. So, but here's the point. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and say, look, the audience is going to keep coming back. As I said, the ratings weren't plummeting like the way some of these articles are making it sound, but they did hit a plateau. While more people were watching online, less people were watching on TV. And if you add it up, it's kind of falling around here. Either way, you're riding that plateau. You can either go up or you can go down, which means you have to make a drastic decision to really seriously stir some shit up, which can go either way. And until it goes either way, we really shouldn't be jumping up and down going, the show is doomed. Until the show is doomed, then worry about it being doomed, okay? The Titanic hasn't sunk yet, all right? There's still plenty of time to, all right. Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, and the biggest movie stars, Love Jodie Whittaker, starring in Doctor Who. And this is just a nice little short video if you want to go watch. Hang on, I forgot how long it is, duh. All right, just about 2 minutes. And even as you saw, I believe that's Emilia Clarke in there. All right, here we go. This Meryl Streep, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Daniel Kaluuya. Sorry, I just didn't know how to pronounce the name. Don't take it wrong. Emilia Clarke and Sting, and of course Tom Hanks. So it's just a fun little montage from that time there. So go check it out. Moving on. Doctor Who audio recordings have been archived. Graham Strong, the man responsible for the survival of many high-quality audio recordings from the missing Doctor Who episodes, has donated his collection to Mark Ayres of the Doctor Who restoration team in order to be properly archived. You have to remember, back in the day, a lot of people go, how come they don't have extra tapes? Back then, they didn't have video cameras that were commercially available to the public. This was in the early 60s. You know, a lot of the lost episodes are right in the area, the early 60s. I think all of them are actually, because, you know, even the one Pertwee that was missing in the 70s has been, you know, found and all that. So, of course, Shada was never lost. I wish they quit reporting it as lost. It wasn't. It just wasn't finished. But as you can see right here, there was a group of very dedicated fans, and Graham here being one of them, who would set up his reel-to-reel with the mic and all that on a timer so that he could at least get the audio of Doctor Who while he was at work. And if I remember correctly, they have audios for every damn missing episode. So animating them is completely possible, even if they don't have the scripts. If they can clean up the audio enough, it can easily be transcribed, and bam, boom, there you go. Now, there's rumors going around that the Dalek Master Plan may be next. Hopefully that's true. I really hope it is. Dorka Nieradzik worked on 30 episodes of Doctor Who, covering 9 stories between 1980 and 1988, has sadly passed away at the age of 68. She was a makeup artist. Her first story as a makeup artist was the 4th Doctor story, The Leisure Hive. And it's just, sad that we're losing all these folks from a very golden time in the classic era. But still, 68, I don't know. I think 68 is still too young. That's just me, but I'll be happy to see 68. I'm a train wreck, okay? My body's is aging like a Toyota. Everything's falling apart around the engine here. So we're moving on. Out of this world, Jade arrives at Miss Black Country Finals and Doctor's Tardis. She might not have won the contest, but Jade Wooten certainly made an entrance to the Miss Black Country Finals. So she showed up in a TARDIS. I just thought this was a cute little story here, because of the fact it's the wrong one, baby. You have to go for screen accuracy. This has been completely changed. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, moving on. Torchwood star Eve Miles, of course, hosted her first. Oh, no, the screen's fitting. Okay. I have to do something about that. I got to tighten it up. Not Eve Miles. I mean no. All right. Torchwood star Eve Miles to host her own BBC Radio Whale show. The first one was this morning, and apparently this is going to be a weekly thing. Breakfast. All right. Okay, on Sunday mornings, 9:30 a.m., and that's the Wales time, and it started today, the 11th of March. So this is going to become, I guess, a weekly thing. Wham. It's nice that Eve's got a little something here on the side, that she likes doing, getting in with the public, in the local area. Moving on. New Who Talk commentaries. That's right. All right. Phantom Publishing is releasing 2 new commentaries. See, they got it right there in their Who Talk series. The series being cast a crew together to provide an alternative commentary to the officially released Doctor Who story. So this is a nice little thing, if you want to look into it, boom, boom, boom. The CDs are very limited and exclusively available at whotalk.co.uk. So look for that little link that's buried right there, and you'll go find it. So moving. Lastly for today, this beautiful thing right here. Artist paints tribute to Doctor Who themed. Well, a lot of people have been debating she didn't compose the thing. It was Ron Grenier, and I believe Ron Grenier composed it, but she was the one who put it to the electronic music and all that. Delia Derbyshire, a pioneer, ahead of her time in electronic music. And I thought this was incredible that a life-size portrait of composer Delia Derbyshire has been spray painted onto a university building, and I believe this was done in Coventry. All right, yeah, the Ellen Terry building in Coventry by Bristol Street. And if it was done to mark International Women's Day. And he made a stencil of it. So that way, if it has to be refreshed or anything like that and done that later or redone later, boom, 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 he can go out there and redo it. And they show this in the video right here. It's not that long. It's about 40 seconds. But like I said, I've just been amazed by this lady, the things she did and all that for electronic music and all that. So that's why, one of the reasons why in the Dr. Freedom and Eric audio series, the audio adventures, and trust me, folks, we do those for fun. So please don't hack on us too hard. I know the writing's nowhere near that level you're used to, but, come on. I'm doing this mainly just because I haven't done any real creative writing in a long time. I don't have time to write a lot of fan fiction, but I thought, what if we could do something where we can get the whole crew in and, play around with some audio and have some fun. So that's how this happened. But one of the first things I did, though, was the cargo freighter, which we call a Stargo freighter because it's a star-going cargo freighter. Get it? was named the Delia Derbyshire, and that's the main ship for the main setting usually for the stories is around this cargo vessel. Okay, folks, I'm going to get on out of here, so take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sorry I'm going to be in a bit of a hurry, but my mustache. No, see, look, the Jodie Whittaker tattoo isn't there yet. And remember, folks, if you're out there listening, arguing with an idiot is like playing chess with a pigeon. They'll still crap on the board and strut around like they've won. Good night.